Okay, the next thing is your bullets. Okay, we've decided we're gonna go with 375. Now you need to consider what bullets you're gonna shoot. For dangerous game, especially for Cape buffalo, what most hunters do is they have the bullet in, the cartridge in the barrel is usually some kind of expandable bullet, a very durable bullet, something that's going to get you penetration, but it's going to give you good expansion, because your first shot is going to be very controlled. You're going to be in a controlled situation where you're going to be able to try to go for that lung, that double lung heart shot. So you're going to have time to make good placement. Now, if something goes horribly wrong, you want to have 3 bullets that are going to back you up. And in this case, you're going to use solid points. And the reason for that is if you've got a charging animal or even an animal that's running away at this point, you want to be able to break them down as well as you can, and that means penetration. The Moroy Conservancy, like all conservancies, is basically a cooperation between landowners. They're pooling all their land together into this great big hunting operation. So what you have is an enormous piece of land with lots and lots of animals and no interior fences. I got my Cape buffalo the second morning of the hunt. Ken was with me. We got to share the experience. Now Ken's up to bat.
We had seen on Gory's hunt buffalo from the elevated position on the kopje. So I decided once again, let's go back up there. It was a beautiful day.
Terry Bona, our tracker, actually spotted some buffaloes off in the distance.
Terry Bona saw 7 bulls moving from the eastern to the western side, of which there were three good bulls in it. We sat there for about half an hour and decided we sent another tracker, and he found that their tracks have crossed the road. And I just got this hunch that they were going towards the water, as we've had a lot of rain and there's still some water in the river.
Well, we came out this morning looking for buffalo and climbed up on one of the kopjes here. Kind of open area in front of us. We'd heard there was some buffalo moving, would be hopefully right across in front of us here. And we waited a while, thought maybe they'd settled in the bush a little bit, so one of the trackers went down and kind of worked his way through there, and it looked like they'd moved on. We're going to climb down off of here. We're going to head over. They think there's a watering hole that they're headed towards, and we're going to try and get over there and probably kind of be set up right in that area, and hopefully they'll walk in on us.
We dropped down off the kopje, got into the bush, and tried to cut the buffalo off. We're cruising along through the bush, and we drop into this sandy riverbed, a dry creek bed, and it was kind of almost surreal being down in there. We were surrounded by the bush, but we had pretty easy going, but we had no idea where the buffalo were. I mean, we were all looking around. We're trying to stay on the track.
Actually, there was a couple times down that riverbed, I'm kind of looking up at the banks, a lot of cover, and I'm going, I wonder who's stalking who here.
But the buffalo, they kept zigzagging in and out of that creek bed. So we'd be on the track, they'd be zigging out, we'd stay, and they'd zig back in. So we just kept trying to plow along, either get ahead of them or try to catch up to them. We ended up at a water hole, and Ben's looking over the situation. We're not sure if we got there ahead of the buffaloes or if they're already gone, but Ben decided the best course at that point was just to sit down and maybe spend an hour or two there. I mean, we're at the water hole, the day is heating up, we're thinking this is where the buffalo are gonna wanna be. It's maybe 1-2 minutes later, we're standing there trying to decide what to do. We look up and there's a buffalo, just walks into the clearing about 100 yards out. We're just dumbfounded by it. I think everybody just kind of stood around for about 5 seconds, and then everybody just scrambled into position. Ben slammed down the standing shooting sticks, Ken got on the sticks, camera guys got ready, and there we are.